We talk about shifts in energy and shifts in timeline often. And, there's collective shifts and there's individual shifts going on simultaneously all the time. But we are in the middle of a big ass shift right now. And it's just sit back and observe and pay attention to who's changing and who's recognizing patterns and who's taking the actions to not repeat them and to break the cycles. Because it's telling you exactly what you need to know. You are witnessing this in real time. A friend and I were talking yesterday, and we were talking about how the more shifts that take place where people refuse to change, the further away you feel them getting. The more challenging it becomes to relate. Your energy is struggling to stay in spaces that are filled with fallacies and victim mentality and any kind of fear-mongering. You're no longer interested in having pointless conversations. Your mind is at this point where it's just craving, those thought-provoking conversations or just that mental stimulation. Like I said, I don't know about anybody else, but I have literally, just in the last 48 hours, witnessed people in my own life making these huge pivotal shifts. I mean, somebody that I know that literally everything they do is based in fear. And, sometimes you love from a distance, but it's hard to watch because you care, but, you can't make anybody do anything. But I had the privilege to have the conversation. Why does that scare you, though? And, we kind of unpacked it for a minute. And the next day I get a phone call to share with me about something that this person did. And the one thing that they said to me was, you were the one person I could call because I knew you would know what a big deal this was for me. There's been a continual message about judge no one and help those that you can, right? Bringing awareness sometimes when someone is ready. It's not your job to bring awareness just because you feel like it. But when someone is ready, the first step is awareness. You can't change something if you don't understand that it's an issue, right? So to watch someone move out of fear and choose love, because let's be serious, love is an action. And the way that you love yourself manifests differently every single day. Sometimes loving yourself is speaking your truth. Other times it's protecting your peace. Other times it's taking your power back. Speaking of taking your power back, I watched somebody very dear to me reclaim all of their power this weekend. And people don't tell you to be prepared for what that feels like. And when I say that, we all practice the art of calling our power back, right? But when that power comes back and you have the clarity that you have, sometimes there's anger there. And it's not like lower level anger. It's like recognizing your worth anger. And when I say that, it's like reviewing all those spaces where you're now ready to take accountability and say, I let this go on long enough. That saying, fool me once, shame on you, fool me twice, shame on me. That's accepting responsibility. And when you call your power back from those places, you look at all the things that you put up with and that you tolerated. And sometimes you find yourself angry. And it's not angry at everybody else, it's angry at yourself. But once you call that power back and you see your worth and you're not willing to settle for anything less, you draw that line in the sand. You're no longer beating your head against the wall because you knocked the whole damn wall down yourself. Pay attention to who is changing and who is not. Who is stuck and who is not. You're feeling it and you're watching it manifest in the ways I said before. Not wanting to have pointless conversations, feeling people getting further and further away. Even though we're all still here, we all still exist. When you refuse to change, when the shift is over, everybody's going to fall in different spaces. It's just the way that it works. Change requires you to expand your consciousness. Every single person who chooses to expand their consciousness and see things from a different point of view, they're changing the collective. This isn't about where everybody is at, right? Like, I listen to so often creators talk about, oh, well, you're on this level and, other people are down here. Stop judging people. Because every step that somebody else makes to confront something, to expand their consciousness, no matter how insignificant it may seem to somebody else, it's a big deal. It's a big deal for them, and their courageous choice to do those things affects the collective conscious. So it's not about what level anybody's at. It's about being willing to change and recognize the patterns. Buckle up, because it's going to just keep getting more intense. Love you guys.